Hi guys, Nicholas here from the Southern Islands, and today we have, I wouldn't say exclusive because this guy is very popular, but thank you for letting me be the first to speak to you about your Singapore Regional Championship win. Wow, look at that, man! Look at that! Look at that!
Yes.
Finally, it's been like so long and like so much hard work you put in.
It's like I don't know how many times I tried so many events, SPEs, League Cups, League Challenge, Town League, OCIC. Maybe other overseas event that I should have gone, but then the pandemic cancelled it. And then now finally this one. The biggest event in Singapore.
Yes. It's so just under the nationals we have, just under the championships we have this. So like you've won the big one and you've climbed up to the top 4 of Singapore rankings.
Yeah, I was checking, it's like second. I'm like, oh, I'm second.
Hey.
Wow, okay.
So it's all to play for. Next month.
Yeah, so I already have a game plan in mind. Like I know what I need to do for next month.
Yep.
Just get a safe score, get the score that I need that I'm not going to say, and then should be hopefully good enough.
So as you can see with Kash is a very stats person. Like I'm extremely grateful to Kash for providing all the stats and data for Southern Islands for so long. Since we started, Kash has always been helping. So Bang Club for life, Bang Club. I know Kash, I would say
2018.
Yeah, I think I know it's pre-pandemic. We met at AXT when EXT was in that
the weird place.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of the place is already.
I can't remember.
Some industrial area, near Paya Lebar or whatever. Matthewson's. Okay, can't remember, but I just remember each other for few times. Got to know that you like wrestling.
Yes.
Then we got to know that Thomas like wrestling as well.
Yeah. Because I think I had raw deal cards and then we see wrestling. It's like, oh, we like wrestling. You like wrestling. I like wrestling.
The best. I mean, is this a work or should we? So
we don't know.
I don't know.
Is this a promo? We don't know.
Hey. So at Kash, I also owe him a lot because thanks to Kash, I had the chance to play. Because of him, I learned how to play Mewtwo and Mew. I wasn't thinking of what to play during that Singapore SP back in 2019. I remember we were just seated at the top fire station, just
we were just playing at the Burger King.
Yeah. And I was like, what the heck to play? And he just smashed me a little bit with Mewtwo and Mew, hey, this deck.
And then after that, you came to my house for the next session. This deck is fine, but you want to try it out?
Yeah, sure, I'll try it out. And then and that was end of it. I just knew at that point Mewtwo and Mew was my deck. And then got to 9th place at Singapore SP because so really is thanks to you.
And KL regional.
The League Cup that next day. And got points there, perfect. That's all I needed. And that's because of you. I got to Worlds this year, in London last year. Thanks to you. If you think about it, I got those points thanks to you.
I mean, even if I can't go, if I can help somebody have my own friend go, I'm happy.
And now the good karma is that very likely he has the big chance to go this year in Yokohama. Hopefully, cross fingers. If you just win the national, it's easy, right?
Because if you remember, that season, I was still studying, so I couldn't really push for events. So I was like, okay, I'll play the first few events. The second half events, I already thought, okay, maybe I'll go Philippines, maybe I'll go Indonesia. I already had in the back of my mind, nobody knew this, but I was going to go stay in Canada for a bit.
Yeah.
So I was going to go to NAIC and then the event before that. Push for the Worlds and then hopefully.
That would have just getting points at those people would have gotten it, but unfortunately.
And then pandemic happened.
Yeah,
so all of my 140 points, whatever,
down. And then we change ownership, so that's
become a PPC place, and then now it's CSP instead of CP.
Yeah, but this is technically the first VO season we're using CSP. So
because the last one was just that one.
Because of the pandemic. That's why. So past achievements, I remember that you won. I think your first league challenge. I think it was very big because you beat the best player in Singapore.
Yeah, so league challenge. I was playing Kashvinder, or as he called it.
Hey, it's Kashvinder. Yeah.
He called it that.
This is the Kashvinder deck. I'll never forget. Yes,
so the league challenge. I think I was 3-1 going to the final round, and then I looked at the pairings and they said me versus Clifton. I'm like, uh-oh, because if everybody knows, Clifton is probably the best player in Singapore. Maybe even the best player, one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
So I saw Clifton. I'm like, you? And I was like, yep, you.
Hey.
But the thing is, I think the matchup for me was quite good because I was playing Rezizard and he was playing Pikarom.
Maybe you're playing Kashvinder.
Yeah. So like the new thing was he didn't know about the Victini Prism.
Prism Star.
Yeah. So that was the one that won me the whole match. Victini Prism, because I had like a Rezizard damage and then I promoted it. He was like, interesting move. I'm like, nope, retreat everything, put the Victini Prism and then
blast away.
Because I counted like, okay, that if I retreat the Rezizard, that's enough energies. Victini get the KO on the Pikarom for the first win, right there.
Nice, look at that. Look at the nice frame also for those cards. And and before the pandemic, I remember there was the SPE in Singapore,
actually,
right?
before the league challenge, I think.
Oh, that was before the league challenge.
Yeah.
It was in that. I remember some like hall or what. I feel like.
It was in YouTube Council.
Yeah. And that one you got top 8.
Top 8.
Also
somehow.
with Kashvinder, right?
Yeah. That was, I think, my first actual event with the deck. Because if I remember, I was studying for exams. I just finished exams, and then the next weekend is the SPE. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to play. So I just asked friends. I'm like, here's a name that people might not know, Rukan Shah. He actually sent me the whole 60 list. It's like, here's the deck, go with it.
Oh my god, that's a name that I've never heard of for a long time.
He's the Malamar King, if anyone remembers.
Yes. The Legend of Malamar.
Yeah, and his deck was a bit different than everyone because his Rezizard had 3 Dedenays. And at that point, nobody played with 3 Dedenays.
2 only, right?
Yeah, like either 2 or 1, but mine played 3. So the whole time I was just turbo, set things up, Dedene, draw, welder, carry away, just keep doing what I need. Like, the deck did what I was supposed to do and somehow got me top 8 when I didn't even like try hard at all.
Good lah. Okay, that was a big result that time as well. So then the pandemic happened and I think everybody stopped playing Pokemon, but Kash was still playing Pokemon. Kash was still playing Pokemon and everyone knew Sentis Kash. Everyone knows Sentis Kash.
Yes.
For winning like all those like online limitless tournaments as well.
People, 100+ people. Main reason for me to play online was just to get better.
Keeping the game alive.
Yeah, keep the game alive, play better because nobody really cared about the game when we start playing online.
Yeah, I think because that time everyone didn't want people both prefer to. I think people prefer to play physically. Physically. And then like the collectors came up that time, so I think everyone was like.
So everyone stopped playing. Even like US people and everyone like nobody played online. So like some of us play online. Some of my friends made like online tournaments.
Yeah, shout out to KVI for C Open.
KVI. Then there was the Hexter. There was Chill TCG. All those events, and I had to wake up like 6 a.m.
Yes, our time zone
our
issue.
Time zone. It's always wake up early, play those events, and then somehow my first final was actually in a UK event.
Okay.
And that started at 12 a.m. I went all the way to the finals, which was 6 a.m.
Oh my god, 6 hours never sleep.
I didn't sleep. I played the finals. I lost that finals because my opponent hit 4 crushing hammers. 4 crushing hammers. I sleep, woke up, I think 2 hours later I started playing another event.
Hey, this is the dedication that Kash has to playing the game.
Because there was nothing else to do at that time, so I was like, just keep practicing, getting better, so like when actual event come back, maybe I can get better.
And now you see, win regional league play.
I guess everything adds up, I guess. Yeah.
So where did this love for Pokemon come about? Like, can you tell like how you like got into the Pokemon TCG?
Through Pokemon anime, I think. Just everybody, like when it started out in '99, I just watched it and I started playing the card game, base set. The first set in '99, that's when I started playing like even the Game Boy game in Game Boy Advance, I think. I just played that the whole time. Like, even though I didn't know what I was doing, I like playing this card game. So I was like, okay, let me just play like the actual card game. So I started playing that. Then I played that until 2003.
Okay.
Like I think remember it was Aquapolis or something like that. But then I stopped playing to focus on study.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so like because at the time I was playing that and WWE Roddy.
Oh.
Then I just put both of them away.
Yeah, focus on study.
And then I just didn't get back into the game until 2015.
Okay.
Because I was just in Tokyo randomly looking at a card game shop and looked at it like, oh look, Pokemon cards.
Hey.
I just look at them like look at the Charizard cards like, oh, it'd be cool to play those again.
Hmm.
So I came back to Singapore and I started playing again.
Well, hopefully your next win could be a Charizard.
Radiant Charizard.
Hey. Okay, no leaks, no leaks.
I mean,
no share tag, no leaks. Hey.
you did force me to stop playing that because you
I
beat
mean,
me with the Lost Box.
I already told you the Arceus is the play. I already felt like Arceus was the play. So let's go to the Singapore Regional Championships. How did you if you guys haven't watched the podcast, watch the podcast. So Kash talked a little bit about how he prepared for the tournament, doing a lot of playtesting against himself even, and all the stats. He just showed me like a bunch of stats. I'm just like mind blown really. Look at that.
So this is what I did. I just like played against myself. And Arctina, win against Gardevoir, wins against me, lost against Lost Box. Like I just keep track of everything, like because I only have 4 decks that I can play. So and I was expecting those 4 decks to be the Minon and Lugia, but I kind of knew like Lugia, if they flip it, they get it. The flip tails, they don't. And then Gudra is just react accordingly.
Correct.
And then I played everything. I added up all the score and I looked. Arceus is the most wins. So I thought, okay, maybe it will be Arceus. And then Lost Box was the other deck. Like all my friends were telling me play Lost Box, but my biggest worry was the time. 25 minutes, play Lost Box, and you have to set up everything.
Yeah, it could be like me also start Cram 1 and pass 10 turn.
That's the thing also. That's how. So I was a bit worried. So I'm like, okay, I weighed out my options: Arceus, Lost Box. So I have another page here where it's literally just Lost Box matchups. Arceus matchups, so I just looked at everything and I take down, okay, this deck has a better matchup against this deck has a better matchup against this. It turns out Arceus Tina had a better matchup most of the way except Mew, Miraidon, Lost Box Zard, Italian Urshifu, and Tina. So I thought, okay, I think Arceus Tina will use the play. And because Thomas said it, Nicholas said it, so I thought, okay, let's just run with that. I took the list that I played a few times online and just changed just one card, and that one card, I think, is the talk of the town.
Skobovit, the best Pokemon card in the format now, apparently. Wow, God,
that one card,
I've seen that one card has saved Kash. Anything we've seen it online as well, but I saw it with my own eyes during the finals. How all the 12 Kash games and top 8, how Skobovit just change like you get judged into like crap, and then suddenly just
like usually you just have Bibra of like you can just draw 2 cards. But now your score is like
rubbish.
I don't like this card, throw everything away. And the best part is it goes to the bottom of the deck.
Yes, it's not
so
like
you don't
gone.
See them
Yeah.
So that's why score is so good.
Didn't think that would be a great card. The price got thanks to Kash already. Hey.
And the funny thing is my score is actually from Los Angeles.
Hey,
some random
American score.
Some random target. I bought a PTB and then I saw a score and I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh, I see this card now.
And that's the card that won me so many games.
Yeah, it's so crazy, right? So
thank you, LA.
Hey, so let's talk about those games. Maybe you can tell me a bit about the tournament run that you had throughout the day.
Yes. So the first round is already a story itself.
Okay.
So the night before, I'm practicing by myself. Somebody gives me a call by the name of Sean Chia.
Oh, wow.
Some of you might know who he is. So he's asked me, "Yeah, regional tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah." "Do you have a deck?" "Yeah." "Just play my Lost Box deck."
Okay.
So I gave him the Lost Box deck. He didn't know what any of those the deck does.
Okay.
Because he hasn't played since the last region, October, I think.
Yeah, the one that you should not point.
So I'm just telling him everything like, okay, this card does this does that. You need to do this. Then pairings come up, and the two of us looked at it like, I think we're the only two who laughed at our pairings first.
Because you fought against each other. First pairing already against the guy you were teaching just a few seconds ago.
And like the best part is, I know his exact 60.
Yeah, exactly, because you passed him this your deck.
I passed him the other deck. And he doesn't know what my deck does.
Oh, damn.
So we walked to the table, we were like, good luck, have fun. And then he took the match slip, chopped the win for me. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you gave me the deck, so I'll give you the win.
Wow, this is good karma, good karma.
But then we played the match out, so it's like, okay, just practice.
Yeah, correct. See, you need practice as well.
So we practice. Played the match out, and I won the match anyway. Because I judged him like into dead hands a few times.
That's how you really beat Lost Box anyway.
Yeah, that's how you beat Lost Box anyway for Arceus. So like, you have to keep judging them at the right time, then they can't find the chorus. They build up hands anyway, judge them, and then destroy the hand.
Yeah.
Then round two is Dialga.
Oh.
So my opponent's flip over Lumina. I'm like, Okay, that could be anything.
Yeah, right. So,
Touch Energy, Arceus, the game plan, EA Sports, Energy, Arceus,
yes.
pass.
Again, watch the podcast to understand. EA Sports.
EA Sports.
All you need in your hand is EA Sports. Energy, Arceus.
Arceus, that's it. Then my opponent, he starts in Lumineon. Then he puts Miraidon. I'm like, okay, it's a Miraidon deck with a Lumineon. Very interesting.
Okay.
Then he puts a Dialga. Then he puts a Rotom. Then he puts a Magnemite.
What
I'm
deck
like,
is this?
what deck is this? Then I picked out the Rotom because I couldn't remember. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. He wants to draw cards, everything.
Okay.
Then he does his thing, whatever. So I already knew. Path Judge. Because he can't draw cards with Rotom.
Yeah.
Arceus, Energy Attach, get my stuff, Path Judge, attack, kill the first Lumineon. He does his turn, pass.
Oh.
I'm like, it worked.
Another free 2
Path Judge
prizes.
worked.
Yes.
So I get my boss, kill the Rotom, and then after that he brought the Dialga. The Dialga stayed up for like maybe 2 turns, but after that, game's over. Because Path Judge.
Correct, Path Judge.
Path Judge is a win con. Against the right matchup, like if you can get them at the right time, it's a win. Then round 3 was against Marcus Tan. He's one of the few guys who got a round 1 bye because he won a town league.
Okay.
Right into Pioneer somehow.
Hey.
Yeah. So he was playing Lost Box. So I already knew like, okay, Lost Box, I need to set up, keep my Sharons at the right time, do whatever is done.
Yeah.
We played out, normal things going on, and then there's that one turn where, okay, I need to, because I managed to get my energy access without using Star Buff.
Okay.
Okay, then I used Star Buff to find Sharon at the perfect time because I knew like he was lining up to kill my asses.
Yeah.
Sharon, I can see his face. He's like,
the work.
Okay. Touch Energy, and from the Star Buff I got Sharon and Pelpet. So I used Sharon, Pelpet, do my search, whatever, draw my cards, attack. It's like, okay, how many cards do you have in your hand? 5. It's like, okay, now I need to go because he's a bit afraid of like maybe the second Sharon. So here's the Arceus. I top deck the Sharon.
Oh wow!
So just to show it, Sharon. Second Arceus is back. Then after that, I think he just couldn't come back because I managed to destroy his game plan because he was trying to damage Arceus and then hit it with the. He was playing Kyogre if I remember, the Moltres version.
Okay.
So I knew like you need to put damage on my Arceus. So like the Sharon put in so much work and after that he just couldn't come back.
Yeah, because you're taking 3 prizes at a time. He couldn't just poke you a bit.
He can only poke me a bit. That's his game plan. But the Sharon just came in clutch in there.
Before we go into round 4,
Yeah.
just curious question about Star Buff. Right, if you don't need Star Buff to set up, right?
Yeah.
What are some like specific instances that you've used Star Buff besides like taking Sharon's care when you needed it?
Yeah. It just depends on the matchup. Like sometimes like if I see I need to boss and I have already saved Star Buff, I can go boss, get it, and then maybe take a Pelpet so I can
Put it back in and use it again
like
later.
specifically against Mew, sometimes I'll just save my Star Buff because if I can get energies straight away, most likely I'll hit the Mew first.
Yeah.
Because they'll just keep the Mew in front. So and it's 180 HP. So I can save the Star Buff and then just attack, then maybe get boss. But then that matchup also because they also play buff, so sometimes like, do you want to use it now? Do you want to use it later? Then the other matchups like it depends if I can set up without needing my energies. Really like if I don't get the energies, I have no choice.
Yeah, you have to use Star Buff to set up, right?
It's only like few times where I get everything, then I can just wait for the Star Buff and see okay exactly what time do I need to use it. So most likely it's always for boss, Path Judge, or like maybe need to set up a Giratina or something. Or get choice belt, like Giratina. Just depend on the matchups.
Okay. Asking the tip so I can play Arceus next. Okay, let's go to round 4. What happened?
Okay, round 4 was against Mew. So if I showed you here in the matchups,
Yep. Okay.
Mew, bad matchup. So I saw the Mew, I'm like, okay. But then my opponent puts 2 Genesect, pass. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm holding my hand, Arceus, Energy. And then I'm looking at my hand. I have Arceus VSTAR, I have the other energy, I have 2 bosses, and I have Research and I have Judge. I'm thinking to myself, he's dead drawing. So what do I do here? Do I research and get rid of all my boss or do I hold the hand? So I thought, okay, I'll hold the hand. make him think I have a dead hand.
Yeah.
So maybe he can just just do whatever he needs to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, attach, looks at, pass.
So now he thinks that both of you are dead hand lah.
So now he thinks, because he's like,
Oh.
you too? I'm like, yeah, me too. So I'm trying to make it look like I have a dead hand, but actually my hand is perfect.
Yeah, this thing, one energy Arceus VSTAR on the ball.
I have the energy,
Yeah.
I have the answers. Because I was thinking, do I just research and just play it safe? But if I research, I lose to my boss.
Yeah.
And I know against Mew, I have to play around the Mew.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Mew VMAX, I have to boss the Genesect, boss the Genesect, build up the Giratina, and then hit the Mew.
Yeah.
So I had to play around the Mew. So I cannot afford to throw boss. So I'm like, okay, just wait first.
Yeah.
And then he's like, come, let me help you, judge. I'm like, thanks. So I was smiling, but I'm like, why did you do this?
Oh, he's just trying to
He
help.
was trying to help,
Yeah.
and then he judged me into a very dead hand.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, I couldn't. So that whole game, I just never had star buff at all.
So that was would be 3-1 already.
3-1 already. So I was like, okay, never mind. There's still 3 more rounds.
Yeah, 3
I just need to win at least, in my head, try to win at least 2.
Yeah, correct.
Just the backup plan. So I like get 5-2, maybe squeak in.
Yeah.
So round 4 was against Haruki.
Okay. Our top junior player,
And he finished top 8 in the last region.
Yes, against Masters.
Against Masters.
Yeah.
So I already know, like, okay, this is going to be a bad matchup.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him play Lugia. I'm like, if he's still playing Lugia, that might be bad for me.
Yeah.
Start out. Lugia, I'm like, oh, okay. So we just played the match. So I did this risky move of puff him straight away.
Turn 1.
Turn 1.
Okay.
Puff, energy, because I managed to get DT straight away. So I'm like, puff, do whatever, okay, wait. And then he passed next turn.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, it's working.
Yes, yes.
So I managed to hit the Lugia a bit. Because I didn't get enough, like, I don't have choice bell or anything to knock out the Lugia. I'm like, it's okay.
Just touch him,
Just touch him a bit. He tops deck Mezagosa.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, this is a problem.
Yeah.
So like, okay, now he's back in the game. We play it out. I hit his not Stone I hit his Lugia.
Yep.
Hit his Arceops. And then there was a point of the game where I think he has 2 prizes left. And I'm looking at my board like, there's a Stone Gym.
Okay.
And then his Yveltal was in front and he had energies on the Yveltal. Like, if I kill the Yveltal, he's just going to have the
Earn to charge it back in.
Back. So I'm like, I just have to take a risk, take the Sojourner. Because before that turn, he actually discarded Single Strike Urshifu.
Oh.
The VMAX.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, he also has that V in the somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, go for the Stone Journal. I now have 1 prize left. So I'm just praying like, don't have the Urshifu V, don't have the Urshifu V. And then he scooped straight away.
Oh.
And then he showed me his prize. The Urshifu V was
there.
prize.
Oh, very tight game. You made the right move with that boss.
Yeah. So I made the right move with the boss. And then game 6, which is another Lugia.
Oh my gosh.
This time it's William. He finished top 4.
Yes, so we finished top 4 at this tournament.
So I was like, okay, I can beat one. Maybe I can beat the game. This time I had a slower start. I had a bit of a weird start where I just had Arceus and Tina.
Okay.
So I had to just charge on the Tina. And then I think I made a mistake because I was a bit worried that his Lugia can knock out my Tina because I haven't evolved it yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so charge 1 energy on Arceus, charge 1 energy on Tina. Then I was counting like, do I just play risky and put all the energy on Tina? And I thought, a bit risky. So I just put 1 on 1.
Okay.
Knock out the Lugia. Wait, okay, so next turn. He brings so I knocked out his Stone Journal because he started Stone Journal. I'm like, okay, Stone Journal is gone. Luminion. Thornton. I'm like, uh-oh. So he knocks out my my Arceus. So now I'm just left with Lugia. So he puts gift energy, everything on his Stone Journal. I'm like, okay, this is bad. Puts the Giratina. Now I'm only have like 4 energy on my Giratina, so the max is not perfect.
Yeah.
Because if I had attached 1 more energy on Giratina,
then you can double hit.
Double hit.
Yeah.
So okay, no choice. Boss is Lugia, so he doesn't get to use gift. Do the attacks.
Yeah.
And then I start realizing like, yeah, I should have attached energy. Because if I attach energy, I could put Arceus, put a DTE, and he still had a Lumineon in the field.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, play. Then I realized like, okay, this Giratina is gonna be gone. So I get Arceus, energy, like I don't really have a choice. I have to do this. Just hope that Lumineon stays.
Yep.
Attack the Stone Journal, knock out. Then he plays Collapse Stadium.
Oh, gets you
And then my heart sank. I'm like,
oh, got you the Luminion.
okay, now I have no win con.
Mm.
So now my only hope is boss the Urshifu that had no energy.
Yeah.
And just hope that there's no enough energy
To retreat.
to retreat. So I'm like, okay, like you have it. And then he shows me the gun. I'm like, okay, yep. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay.
I mean, that would really push you to the like as you really played as well as you could.
Yeah,
Really.
I had to think outside the box. Like maybe just do stuff. Maybe you get stuck, but then you just had everything.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So now it's the last round.
Going for win and in.
Win and
Technically,
in.
yeah, because 4-2.
4-2. And I just played against 3 bad matchups. I'm like, just give me a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So
Win
last
can
round, I have no idea who this guy is because they have initials like WWES. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
See next to my opponent, he flips over Intellion VMAX.
Oh.
Intellion V.
Uh.
I'm like, oh, that's Rapid Strike.
Mm.
And I look at my Arceus, fighting ringless. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But the good thing is, I think he start Intellion pass.
Why? Why always Intellion pass? Keenan, why always Intellion pass?
Break rate too high.
But Keenan's got top 16 lah, so cannot say lah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got a chance here. So attack. I managed to knock out. I think the first turn like Starbuff.
Yep.
Get the energy, and I bossed the auxiliary straight away.
Oh, nice, yes.
Because I know that's the engine.
Yeah.
Bossed the auxiliary straight away, and then I had back in my mind like, okay, I think Giratina is probably the most helpful attacker here. So I load everything on Giratina. Next turn, the Urshifu suddenly shows up. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, here we go. Then he tries to do like the entire. And then the funny thing is, I managed to put a Vega on my Arceus.
Okay.
So his Intellion was only doing 120.
Oh. Oh.
So I was like, okay, I survived a 2-hit, so that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, Intellion done. Then I managed to get Switch, and my Giratina was ready. Then I did Bibrel, drew into Giratina VSTAR, straight away, boss into the Urshifu. Yeah, smash it in. Then he gets to hit the Giratina. Then I use Giratina, throw all my energies, hit the Intellion VMAX.
Yeah.
And then he kills my Intellion VMAX. And then now I'm like, okay. Now I'm in trouble. Then because my Arceus couldn't really hit it, so I'm like, okay, hit the Intellion VMAX,
Yep.
do what I can, and then he retreats the Intellion VMAX.
Okay.
So now like a bit of a bad spot. Next turn, like now I need to find boss.
Yes, correct. Then you win the game, right?
Win the game. Then I thought that I think next ball, I'm like,
Oh.
Scovert. Okay.
Cover time.
Scovert. Use Scovert. Just shuffle, like please give me like maybe something useful that maybe I can Scovert. Pick up,
One
boss.
The top card.
Top card, boss. I'm like, okay,
Insane.
boss. Get the internal VMAX, kill it, game. Because if I didn't get it, I think I probably lose straight away.
Yeah, because you can't punch. You punch the thing, it's no difference. You just knock out your Arceus right over.
Because my Arceus is just like right there, and you can even use the like you can set up Urshifu and just knock everything out. So like I had to get the boss that turn.
Oh, Scovert
And
VIP.
Scovert saved.
Scovert VIP.
Scovert put me in top card.
Wow.
Technically, yeah.
Wow, insane. So then we go to top card. So Singapore Regionals, the top card was held right there, right that night itself.
NTU.
Yeah, right.
So we still have one more match to play.
The match is happening right now
in this very arena on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Then so now we're like. So I'm like nervous, like, am I in? Am I not? Because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know because there's so many people 5-2 as well.
It's like we were talking about in the podcast, like Jeremy is like playing all the way in
Top
table
5.
So we're like trying to figure out who's in, who's not in. Then everyone's asking like, who are your 2 losses to? Like the guy Jeremy is playing, he's got 6 wins.
Yep.
And Huila, and he was still playing against Wayne. So it's like you're pretty much in.
Yeah, because he beat Jeremy. But we don't know. We're still unsure. Unsure about how
so
this
like,
works.
just to distract myself, I actually went all the way to Huilan's match to see him play against Wayne. And that was also a close match. So I'm like,
yeah.
And then the moment he won, I'm like, okay, he won, but when lost, I'm like, I'm happy for my resistance, but I'm sad for my friend.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, just wait. And then they showed the final standings, and I saw myself 12. The highest, I think, 5-2.
Yeah, correct. Highest 5-2.
So I'm like,
Because you got Hui Lang who helped you, and then the one that beat
and the one that beat
Jeremy also helped you. Likely, that's what we're guessing now.
Yeah.
Again, we're not sure how it works.
How it works. So the first thing I do is like, okay, let me do my PokeStats stuff.
Yeah.
This deck, this deck, this
You
deck.
see this guy? People all like thinking about, oh, that like need to go send a deck to a deck check. Congratulations. This guy is already doing his PokeStat stuff and finding all the decks already.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not even paying attention of who am I playing against. So I'm like, everyone's asking me like, hey, who am I playing against? I'm like, you play against this guy. That check like you're playing against that deck. I haven't even checked mine. So I'm just I write everything down, post on the site. Alright, okay, done. Alright, I'm playing top 16.
Right.
And I check. It's the Mew guy that beat me in round 4. I'm like, okay. Because we know how that matchup goes.
Yes, correct.
Whoever gets Path Judge first pretty much wins the match. So I'm like, okay. We go for dinner break, relax. Then I think I was talking to Sean and like, it's Mew, man. What am I going to do? It's like, just win, man.
Yeah.
Just
win.
Because I'm like, Mew's my worst matchup. It's like, who cares? Just win.
Just win.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah. So go to the match, see the guys like, you again. Like, yes. Play. And then he had a bad start in the first game. I'm like, okay, this is good. So I did everything. I finally get to use Starbuff against Mew.
Yeah.
Do my game plan, which was kill the Gensec, and then last KO.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
They're going to game 2.
Go to game 2. Game 2. Slow start for him again. I'm like, okay, because I went second both times.
Alright.
I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Do the same thing. Then he rock sent me when I had 2 prizes left.
Okay.
And then one of the rock send was a boss.
Wow.
And I already had.
I mean, you need all that luck, man.
Yeah.
You need all that luck.
Skill.
You need all that luck.
So I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm like, just wait. So I've just put the boss on.
Then put down. Wait first.
Let him attack. Boss. My house being like, okay,
wow.
That was so good. Okay, top 8 done. Now I can relax.
Yep, can rest.
I can rest, relax.
One night, sleep it over.
But then of course the competitor in me is like, who am I playing against next? So I think, I don't know if I ask you or somebody is like, what's the bracket?
Yeah.
Then we figured out, I was like, I play against the winner of the Akdura mirror.
I'm
like,
the one that Ben lost, right?
The one that Ben lost.
Yeah.
I'm like, Akdura. I can beat that. Okay, finally a good matchup.
Yeah. And top 8 some more.
Yeah, top 8. So I'm like, okay, go back home, rest. Because like, before the whole event, I was still a bit nervous. Like, I don't know if I'll do well. Will I do well? Will the deck do what it does? Whatever. Okay, we go to the Pokemon Center.
Yep.
For some weird reason, I'm like, I can win this.
And a good feeling.
I had a good feeling. I'm like, Abdurrah, right, cool.
I had a good feeling too.
Yeah.
That's why you enter the Pokemon Center. I had a good feeling.
Then I looked at my bracket. I'm like, next matchup will be Mew or Gudra.
Yeah.
Then I remember, oh right, it's Ansem. That's the danger guy.
Yeah.
I don't care about anybody else. He's the guy I'm most worried about.
Mew.
Mew. And because it's Ansem, like I play against him most of the time.
Yeah.
So he knows all my secrets. So I'm like, don't worry about him.
Finish our topic game. Yeah.
Topic game happens. The 2 games went quite not so smoothly because I made a mistake and my opponent also made a mistake. So he judged me into like a really great hand. So like, Arceus, okay, judge. Tina, Bibarel, Energy, judge. And then judge, and then like it was a long time of thinking. And I did Starbuff. And then for some reason, I took V-Star, Bibarel, and I placed it down. Even though it was like, that was the turn they just played.
Oh,
just
crap.
Like, no, you just played that down. I'm like, oh right, I did just play that down. Like, oops. I was like, okay, just like, shake it off, like, just nerves. Shake it off, like, okay, never mind. Now I'm thinking, like, shit, now he knows.
Yeah, there is
the
2
2
hands.
cards I
He
have
can
in
judge
hand.
you away.
He can judge me away.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well.
Faster, no?
Pass turn. Call her straight away.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, thank God. And then he makes a mistake. He goes to attach energy on another Arceus.
Okay.
And then he suddenly tries to attach energy on his active, and I didn't even catch it. Then the judge like, no, you already attached it to the other one. It's like,
oh my gosh.
So that mistake put me back into the game.
Couldn't attack anymore. We couldn't attack. The person had to pass turn.
Yeah, so the pass turn, and then I just ran ahead after that. So like, okay, cool. Game 2. Game 2, he had a really slow start, if I remember. So I'm like, Arceus, set up Tina, attack, whack, done. I think the game finished quite fast. So I'm like, I can just start to watch everybody else play.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the first finish, but like top 8.
Okay, cool. Arceus did what it's supposed to do. Even though, like, I think the second game I started Arceus and up team. And then he started, like, I started Arceus and no energy.
Yeah.
He started Arceus and no energy also. So I'm like, okay, then I just start above,
Yeah.
attach my DTE and then set up. And then he still had no energy. So like, okay, fine. Some god up there is just looking out for me. So now I'm just looking around at everybody. I'm like, even though I'm looking around everywhere, I'm just like paying attention to Anthem's match.
Yeah.
Watching. And then after that, I'm like, I need to go washroom. So I went to the washroom, came back, their match is finished.
Yeah.
So I had no idea who won. I think it was Brian told me, Gudra won. Then I'm like,
Agent, yeah.
yes! I don't have to play against Mew. Because I know how to play against Gudra.
Yeah.
Because the secret tech in my deck is actually playing 2 escape ropes. With the Gudra, their attack.
Yeah, they are starting with that. They reduce damage in VSTAR.
Yeah. Then my Tina can just one shot them.
Yeah, boss them after that.
Yeah, so after that, play against Yujun in
Yeah.
top 4. Now match, he starts Genesect. No, not Genesect, what's it called? Drapion.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, free 2 prizes there.
Yes.
Bench Comfy, prize number 3. Bench Comfy, prize number 4. Bench Reading Greninja, prize number 5.
Hey.
And then there's a Gudra. So I'm like, I think I can just ignore the Gudra and
Take
just
on this guys instead.
take everything else out.
Mm.
So I just took everything out, took it out. Then he benched another Comfy. I'm like,
That's 6 price.
that's the 6th prize. It's like, I think there was one point where he just couldn't draw anything.
Okay, so he's forced to drop the other
He
company.
had to,
Yeah.
had to bend the Comfy. I'm like, okay, I can win this. Then like play the game out, put the Gudra, and then I had just like escape rope, bring out the last Greninja, knockout.
Yes.
Okay, game on to me. Cool. Game 2, he starts. Comfy, Greninja, cloud selecting, pass. I'm like, okay. And I was willing to judge. I'm like, I might not need you right now. Arceus, do whatever I need.
Yep.
Okay,
EA
pass.
Sports. Just EA Sports.
His turn. Flower selecting, Greninja, pass.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Because there's just one Comfy there.
And one Greninja,
there.
that's it, full stop. And only 2 buttons lost zone.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Knock out the Comfy. Now there's just one Greninja.
Ninja left, yeah.
So I'm like, just nothing else. Greninja. Now he sets up the. Now he got the Gudra.
Yeah, okay.
But then my board is like, okay. I
You have
have
fully charged Giratina in the back, I assume.
and a fully charged Arceus
Mm.
and a Giratina at 1 energy. But my thinking is like, I'm holding a choice belt. I have Arceus. There's a Gudra.
Okay, I can just take it out.
I can just. And I have rope. I can
Yeah.
just take it out. I just need to V-Star. Right. Does his thing? Top deck? Nothing. I'm like, okay, well, hit the Greninja, Gudra comes in, he evolves it, Gudra V-Star, attacks, cool. Next card, Ultra Ball. So my heart sank with him like, I could have just won the game right there. So like, it's okay. This is the turn where I go, path, charge, attack, whack.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if he has a stadium, cool. If he doesn't have a stadium, I win next turn.
Yes.
Rolling Iron.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm looking at my Giratina, like counting the max. 160. I have a choice belt. 190. More than enough. Attack. Done.
No.
And then I just breathe a sigh of relief. I'm like, a tricky matchup that just went right. So now I just have to wait.
For the finals.
Wait for the finals. Against one of the best players in Singapore. And a guy that handed me a defeat. I'm like,
all those years ago.
Yeah. I'm like, because I think I texted you in the morning.
Yes.
I'm like, ideally.
Yeah, ideally it will be you versus Jimmy in the finals.
Because
the bracket already shows that way already.
Yeah, because in, 4 years ago in the SPE, I played against Jimmy straight away.
In top 8, right?
In top 8. I was playing Rashizar, he was playing Leo Queen. And I still remember the match. I'm like, I benched down the Miltank a bit too early.
Yeah.
And then he bossed it up straight away and just punished me. So like, I still had that in the back of my mind. I'm like, I need to beat this guy.
Yes.
Just to put that to rest.
Yes.
And then I heard Jimmy in one. I'm like, okay.
The fates have aligned.
The stars align, everything. I'm like, this is it. Now I need to prove that I can be a good player and beat this guy that, is one of the best players in Singapore.
Yes.
Like, I got this from beating Clifton. And now I got that from beating Jimin.
Yes.
Two best players in Singapore. So I'm like, okay. And that's the one and only Gardevoir I played in the whole tournament.
Quite shocking, huh?
Yeah.
You made a whole day of like, give me a single Gardevoir EX.
Like, the whole day I was sitting next to Gardevoir. I sat next to Jeremy one time and I saw him playing Gardevoir. Then my final round, I was a Gardevoir rematch right next to me. But I didn't even meet a single Gardevoir until the final match. I'm like, Gardevoir is a good matchup for me.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. And then before the match, I think either Mickey or Brian told me, he doesn't play Sky Storm. I'm like, okay, that's good. Because if they have the Sky Stone, they can just
take out your VSTAR for 3 prize,
3 prize, and then I have small little bench. They can
take one from there and then one your.
Yeah, and then the Zation can just spin up. I'm like, okay, cool. Never mind. Play against Jimin. Breathe, calm down, and then as you know, Jimin is always up to some little mind games. Like,
he is the best.
He is the best.
Yeah.
And then it's like, remember, I was just talking to him about the game we played like 4 years ago. I was like, I made a mistake. Let's hope you make a mistake again. I'm like, okay, here we go. So, game 1. Everything goes perfectly. Take out rocks, balls, take out rocks, balls, path judge.
Yeah.
He gets stuck for maybe 1 turn, but then he draws out of it.
Okay.
But then I think I had quite the lead that at that point he realized, like, he looked at the board, it's like,
scoop. Go game 2.
You go to game 2. I'm like, okay. Breathe, everything's cool.
Yeah.
1 game. Next game. Not the best start. Arceus set up, but I only had Arceus and Arceus, I think. And then I tried to set up my Bibrel, and I set up Bidoof. And then he does this play where he goes straight for my Bidoof. I'm like, oh, that's not fun. Because I only had Arceus V and Giratina V.
Okay.
So he goes for after Bidoof, and I really needed to draw. Because I was a bit slow.
Yeah.
And then now I had a really weird thing where, okay, there's a Zacian there, I have Arceus that has energy, I have a Giratina that has only 2 energy. Who do I promote?
Yeah.
And I remember checking my deck, like, 1 V-Star is price. For one Arceus V-Star is price, so I only have 1 Arceus V-Star. I have 2 Giratinas in deck. So I'm trying to think of the odds. I'm like, I have Judge in hand, I think I'll most likely draw to Giratina. Promote Giratina.
Okay.
The top deck is Arceus V-Star. Like, oh god. That was not what I wanted. So I'm like, okay, never mind. I already put the Giratina, evolve, and now I'm just hoping and praying, like, Judge.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, okay, I guess I have to shred.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I've lost already this game. You know what? I just want to see what else is in his deck.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed, like, there's no Rhythm Greninja. So I'm like just looking at his deck, rare candies, anything interesting, just Forest, Sealstone, nothing interesting. The 2 Mews that he played.
Yes.
Like, just play it out just to see anything else. And after that, I think Scoop, go to game 3.
Yeah, Scoop game 3, okay.
Yeah.
And I remember you started first.
I started first.
And then you drew your hand, and it was only Arceus and nothing else. I remember I was just walking behind you, just looking, and then when your turn starts and you top deck the DTE.
Yeah, it was Arceus. I'm like, something.
Oh yeah, something. Just inside, I was just thinking like, please, Kash, come on!
And top deck the DTE, I was like, the fastest energy attachment ever.
Immediately when I saw that DTE come out, I just went sit down and told Thomas, Kash got it already.
Yeah.
Kash got it.
Because I was looking at my hand, I'm like,
all you need is just 1 energy, then the hand perfect. Just need 1 energy, the hand perfect already.
Because I'm like, everything else I have.
Yeah, everything's it's just 1 more piece left already.
When then I saw the DTE, my heart started jumping away. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Attach. Okay, done. Then he does his turn.
Yeah, this is not number.
Then I have Arceus energy. I think I only saw 2 routes on his board.
Correct. We need 2 routes.
So I'm like, okay, Starbirth, boss the first route. Try to slow his energy because he's very reliant on those couriers. So I'm like, if I can slow them down, maybe I have a shot.
Yeah.
So, okay, slow that down. Then he has Zacian. Then I think he did Zacian, power it up with 2 energy, hit with the 150 attack.
Okay.
And then at this point I had the Arceus with 3 energy. And then I think I top deck Choice Belt or something. And I realized, Choice Belt, 230. Zacian, 220. Retreat, Choice Belt. Knock the Zacian out. And now I'm 3 prizes ahead. And he has like nothing really on his board. Except I think 1 Gardevoir.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is good. He does his turn. He can't really attack much. Pass. Cool. Then I think I paused up the Mew, or maybe I think he left the Mew.
Yeah.
Okay, attack the Mew. Now I'm left with two
Two
prizes.
prizes already. He hasn't taken anything yet.
He hasn't taken anything yet. Now I start to get nervous. I'm like, oh, that's two prizes. And then I see the Gardevoir there, and then he plays the Zacian down. I'm like, that's the other prize.
It's the last two prizes
Right.
you need.
So I'm like, okay, he does his turn.
Yep.
And then I think he attacks with his Gardevoir with
Yeah.
like
190 attack.
190, but then he's done 40 damage to himself.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because that Gardevoir actually retreated a turn earlier.
Yeah.
So he already had 40 damage. So he had another 40 damage. So now
Okay.
it's like 80, so I'm counting the max. That's 230.
Yeah. After that, yeah, correct.
And then that's where I made the mistake. So
right.
I look at my bench, because I had the bench Arceus with the energy, and I looked at it, it was like, oh, 200, Gardevoir, 230, choice belt.
Oops.
So the moment I retreat, that's when I realized, wait, choice belt. That's not a V, that's an EX.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. And then Jimin stopped me. Then we shake hands.
Yeah.
And then when we shake hands, I'm like, wait a second. And then he also saw it.
Yeah, he realized.
And then we realized like, wait, that's choice belt.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Then it's like, oh, okay. Then it's like, no, keep that there. Attack.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll keep that there.
Yeah.
Because in the back of my mind, like, if I attack the Gardevoir, it's still good for me.
Yeah, correct. Because he can't penny it away anyway.
Because the thing is, the Zacian, he can't kill my the Arceus. And I still have a Giratina in the back.
Yeah,
just waiting.
fully charged, yeah.
Fully charged,
Even with that tiny mistake, still ahead.
So it's like, maybe that was a blessing in disguise. Because now I attack the Gardevoir, I can still go after the Gardevoir to get the final two prizes.
Yeah, or
like,
the Zacian if you use the Zacian to attack.
Yeah, so it's like, I have that two prizes just there.
Yeah.
So even that mistake actually didn't really matter that much. So I'm like, okay, calm down, it's fine.
Yeah.
You still have two prizes. I still have the escape room in hand.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm just banking on that. Okay, he does his turn, he does the Cresselia, kills the Tina. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Draw, rope.
Yeah, I was seeing that final rope.
And then the judges like, do the attack properly? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, do the attack properly.
Because this is where I just realized like, alright, there's a Temple of Sinnoh. I didn't notice that because his Zacian energy was covering Temple of Sinnoh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, retreat. You got Temple of Sinnoh, so let me take out two energies, like just to be sure. Zacian attack, and then game over.
Yes,
and then,
that was it.
Finally.
Yeah. The regional champion is yours.
And then all my energy just went
flat, gone.
Flat.
But all worth it. Finally,
like
all that hard work of you play testing
on this
playing
table
online
by myself, like one deck here, one deck here,
playing
online all the time with the same deck, like Arceus Tina, just kept testing, like maybe this is the deck, and then you say just go with the Arceus Tina.
Correct, because you know from the game from the beginning whether you win or lose. It's so easy.
Exactly, and like I know how to, because before this, my best result was also with Arceus Tina at the GGG Town League.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I know how to play the deck. I know the matchups. Let's go with that.
Correct.
And it worked.
I should took your advice. I should have played the deck also. Crazy, man. So good.
I mean, you know Mew the best, so probably you should play Mew.
Maybe I don't know. I wanted to be funny and play Lost Box, but turns out that too funny.
I was still thinking about Lost Box because my friend Jeremy Lim, like, is a good deck. It's like, just go with that.
Yeah.
I was like, it is a good deck, but I'm just not confident with it.
Yeah, but luckily you went with your gut feeling.
Yeah, just went with gut feeling, went with Arceus Tina, and it worked.
Fantastic. I mean, big, huge congratulations. Like, for me to see such a good fan win the big one and go into top 4, the most important part, jump into top 4.
Top 4. Because even after that, I was like, what's the standing? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Even though I keep track of all the results, I haven't checked it yet.
Thanks to Kash, right, we can get updated CSP results because Kash helps calculate for everybody, like the full table, so we can see.
I like stats, so I'm like.
That's why it's Kash stats.
Yeah, so like, I already knew, like, at the start of the season, I'm just gonna keep track of all the results. I don't care whether I'm doing well, but if I can help somebody, one of my friends, good enough.
And now, firmly positioned for Worlds. Hopefully, you can go to Yokohama. Let's cross fingers.
Yes, hopefully.
I think before I let you go, I just want to ask, you've been playing the game for quite a long time, and I think that resilience that you have showed, like never give up, just keep playing and playing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd ask your advice for, let's say, someone new, like who just like just like coming to the game,
Yeah.
and then now seeing you like won this tournament, like what's your advice for them who like wants to start playing competitively as well?
For me, just start playing. Like, you find a local league.
Yeah.
Find people who play. Like, you see maybe like people. You just go to local league. Same old people keep showing up. Make friends with them. Then you can just start playing. Like, that's how we all meet each other.
Yeah, correct. That's how we all became friends as well.
It's like, I didn't know you at first, and then we just start playing, and then we just start talking, like make friends, and just start playing. And for me, it's just keep playing, practice. Whether it's physical, online, doesn't matter. Just keep practicing.
I mean, until you play on live, and then suddenly you want to click the card, and you can't click the card.
Which is what happened to me today.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
I had game, Arceus, I just need to attack. The game just stopped. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oops.
But I mean, like, I know in my heart, like, I won the match, but the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
didn't let me get the match, or whatever. But just keep practicing. And then for me, it's like I try to watch like all the stream games.
Okay.
So like I watch like all the US regional, watch the Brazilian regionals, the Japanese Champions League. I'll just, even though it's like
A bit for they're a bit like halfway
you can
for
still learn like how they play the game. I'm like, okay, this guy does this guy there. And also like sometimes when I have nothing to do, I'll just watch the Twitch streamers.
Oh.
Like Azul GG, Andrew Mahone, like, because they are the real top players. So like,
Yeah.
if you want to learn from somebody, you learn from the best. So like, even though I don't take coaching at all, like people do, like that's good for them. I don't have money, so I'm like just watch how they play. I'm like, oh okay, this how he does it. Then maybe you can just adjust your game plan a bit, and then put it to practice, and then practice make perfect, right?
Fantastic. I think I want to ask you if our upcoming championships was SV1 only, what do you think will win?
I just have a funny feeling it will be some kind of lost box. Because I think people maybe starting to realize that lost box is actually really good at the moment.
Yep.
Like it won the Brazilian regional.
Yep.
And I was testing like actually has a good matchup in Carnival. And you have a good matchup against Lugia. It's just the Arceus matchup, iffy a bit, but lost box seems really good. Just need to find the perfect 60, I guess.
That's true. But we've got about a month until
June 17th.
Yeah. And that's when I'll see you, and hopefully that will clinch. Hopefully, because good luck, Batman Club.
Batman Club.
Bye bye, guys.